Good morning everyone. A heartfelt welcome to everyone gathered here. Kudiyar mun illar pol egatrum katra kareyere kalladava.
செல்வர்களின் முன்னே உதவி கேட்கும் எளியவர் பணிவோடு நிற்பது போல் ஆசிரியரிடம் பணிந்து நின்று கற்றவரே சிறந்தவர் கல்லாதவர் கடையர். I extend a warm and pleasant welcome to all for this 4 days value-added course program organized by the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science in association with AI Club. Today signifies the commencement of a captivating journey into the vast domain of machine learning and its applications. As we embark together, we will delve deep into the transformation field, uncovering its potential to revolutionize industries and redefine our world. The function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to change the nature of the one who prays. Now, I request everyone to rise for the prayers.
What sparks a light in you so that you in your own way can illuminate the world. Now I request everyone to take part for the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. Let us invite our respected principal, Dr. E. Kabalanavan sir, and other dignitaries, and our resource person, Dr. V. Chandran sir, and our respected head of the department, Dr. S. Avishandran sir, to come forward and perform the lighting of the lamp. For inaugurating this ceremony with the lighting of the lamp. Your presence has added immense value to this occasion. May the light of knowledge continue to shine.
And welcome to our value-added course on machine learning and its applications. Today we have the privilege of hosting Dr. V. Chandran, a seasoned senior data scientist from the math company Bangalore, India, as our distinguished guest. He brings over 6 years of extensive experience in developing and implementing advanced machine learning models across diverse domains. His expertise in Python, TensorFlow, and Keras has driven innovations in computer vision, natural language processing, and speech recognition. During his tenure at the math company, he spearheaded the development of groundbreaking models like Prescriber's Choice Model (PCM) and the Channel Preference Model (CPM), revolutionizing marketing strategies in healthcare and pharma industries. Apart from his professional achievements, he is also a dedicated researcher with a PhD in deep learning and remarkable portfolio of 35 peer-reviewed papers and 10 patents in machine learning. Today, he will be sharing invaluable insights, practical experiences, and industry best practice in machine learning and its real-world applications. Let's give a warm welcome to our distinguished guests as we delve into the existing world of machine learning in this value-added course.
Felicitation is inspiration to others and motivation to whom you are felicitating. Now I request our Honorable Principal Sir to felicitate our resource person with the momentum. With the premise that the function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. Our principal is a true leader and innovator, and we are honored to have him with us today. To deliver few words to motivate and inspire us all, now I kindly request our Honorable Principal Sir, Dr. E. Kabalanaban Sir, to address the gathering.
Distinguished Chief Guest, Dr. V. Chandran, Senior Data Scientist, the Map Company, our beloved HOD of AIDS, Dr. S. Ravichandran, and our Computer Science Head, Dr. Durga Devi, and our IT Head, Dr. Maleshwari, faculty coordinators of AIDS, student coordinators from AIDS department, and all other faculty members of AIDS, and the students of second year and third year in this auditorium. Very good morning, all of you. So with great interest from the Department of AIDS, the members of the faculty and head had initiated this value-added program, the topic on machine learning and its applications. Machine learning and its applications relevant to artificial intelligence and data science. Really good. And which is also approved by our Board of Studies, this value-added course. Just not as we get a thought of conducting just like a value-added program. This was designed and well approved by our Board of Studies and Academic Council. And you should know the importance of this value-added program, and happy to see our guest also. He is very specialized in machine learning, deep learning techniques, where he did his PhD in this specialized area, and he has got vast experience. And coming to know his profile, already he has published 35 articles and registered 10 patents. It's not easy to register 10 patents. Okay, you can give a big round of applause. That means he has got a lot of knowledge in machine learning and applications. You have to make use of his knowledge for the 30 hours duration. The value-added course designed for 30 hours duration. So it means 4 days. It means 4 days. 4 into 8 is 32 hours. Okay. So how well that you are going to use this program effectively, and therefore this you can use for further your projects, what to do at second year level and third year level, and how you come out with some outcome at the end of this mini project in second year level and third year level, and you come with a nice articles. After submitting your report, you are in a position to prepare an article from the outcome of this mini project, and then you are applying to different journals. So this college is empowering the student to get an exposure of doing a mini project, which is a project-based learning technique that is being as a culture in the college, and from the mini project how to come out with an article. That is the second stage of learning in the campus. And going through different journals and applying with a specific domain and publishing an article as a third stage, actually the level that the student is given the opportunity or the exposure. And then really if it is good, your novelty is good, your if there is any new knowledge on your mini project, the outcome of your mini project, then that can also be, you can file as a patent. You can file as a patent, okay, through IPR, intellectual patent rights. So this is how when a student is getting admitted into campus, so what kind of skills is being equipped for the student community, how the college is giving exploration for the student community. So by that way, student need to understand what you can do when you get into the engineering campus. So the kind of platform what we provide for the students, that 100% you have to make use of it. That 100% you have to make use of it. So therefore, second year, third year, and the final year when you go for a phase 1 and phase 2, main project, by the way, a minimum of 3 publications that you can publish in the campus with the duration 4 years. The program, the undergraduate program, 4 years duration. So throughout the program, that you are able to publish properly when you go through the process, when you apply and when you learn properly, so you will have a credit with you that the 3 publications, is it like with Scopus Index or SCI, Science Citation Index. So that carries a lot of value. That carries a lot of value when you go for placements, right? Campus placements drive, or even students, they want to go for higher studies, they want to aspire MS in doing abroad. So that takes a lot of value, the credits. So there, by looking into your publications, your work, mini projects, all these things, many of the foreign universities, they come forward to give aid for the student, scholarship. It's a scholarship, 50% or 75% or even full 100% scholarship by looking into your credentials. So therefore, student, when you come from first year to final year, your profile, that speaks, where you are. Your profile, that speaks where you are. So, what are the credits that is being incorporated, that is being there in your profile, that makes you matter? From first year, you have to update, keep on updating your profile with a LinkedIn. So, when you go for a placements, there, when the panel members, they look into your profile, that they see that the student is well aware of updating his profile from first year to final year. Not in the final year. That means for the sake of placements, that the boy is getting linked with LinkedIn and then updating everything, the story, what is behind all these 4 years. But if you could do that from the first year, updating your profile from first year to final year, over a period of time, that the panel members of any company, the team, HR team, they come to know that student is well aware and well explored that the kind of learning what he gets from the campus, okay, in the classroom or wherever in the institute, that is being recorded, that is being updated from first year to final year. That is the originality. So there, that means that you have evolved throughout all 4 years. So therefore, company, the people also, they will have some clear-cut knowledge on our students, that who is be molding or be preparing or be grooming the student groups and attending placements, so that they get an insight of Veltech Hightech, really what kind of job the institute that they perform on students. Okay, so for which You have to apply, you have to apply, you have to explore yourself. You have to explore yourself like an all-rounder, an all-rounder. Okay, who is all-rounder now in IPL's season of scoring more runs or taking more number of wickets, or either doing both? Doing both. Jadeja. Anybody, not for a matter of case. Who is scoring more runs or who is taking more wickets? Right? From the first match, first match till the end of the IPL season. Till the end of the IPL season. So they will be the talk of the town. They will be the talk of the town. We cannot talk about others, but who are performing well throughout this 45 days season, IPL. So then they will come under limelight actually. All the time we see. Yesterday night MS Dhoni hit 3 sixes. Okay? Last hour, 3 sixes and 2 runs last ball. That makes him 20. That makes him 20 with the 4 balls. With the 4 balls. I watched last hour with the Dhoni entry. Okay? So that made him to cross 200 the runs. That made him to cross 200 the runs. And it's Himalayan victory. Yesterday that they won with a good score. So these are all the matters. Listen. We can talk later, not here. That is why the story I am telling to you. The purpose that when you come for the college or the institute, what you have to do. All the time when you talk, then there is no meaning with ADS, for which you would have taken mechanical or civil or something, some other degree or even arts college degree. Having taken artificial intelligence and data science today, that is the talk of the town, where everybody is going around and looking around what's happening, and everybody are with some craze that wanted ADS, wanted AML, all these things. But you have taken and you are in the second year or in third year or the one batch final year likely to graduate now, final year students. But what is the meaning? Usefully, meaningfully, something you have to work on this ADS. You have to prove yourself that you have to get a good placement. You have to get a good placement, for which you have to put a lot of effort. You have to put a lot of effort. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Entertaining yourself and friends, chatting through friends and then wasting the time. And all these things after 4 years, you will feel again back what you have done all these 4 years. It's again, that will weaken ourselves. That will not give you any strength. To strengthen yourself by not wasting any day, that you have to make something, that you have to explore yourself and you have to gain something all the time. Plus, incremental effort that you have to put. Incremental effort. Hard work never fails. Hard work never fails. This line will be there forever till the earth will exist. Till the earth exists, this single line, hard work never fails. Hard work never fails. Even if I get some arrears in the first year or second year, going on, you do something, you work, you break your head and you study. Even in the beginning, if you don't understand something, after some time in the middle of the program or in the third year, and then doing something and gearing up, and definitely that could help, and then see that in the third year end you will be clearing all the arrears. That means that there is an effort behind it. There is an effort behind it. If you don't take any effort and keeping arrears, and then you think that not able to clear, and then you will have, even after 4 years, some 20 or 25 arrears. There is no meaning, but you did not work anything for that. You did not work anything for that. But you work, the day will come that will give you something extraordinarily that you can meet out the requirement. Meet out the requirement. That is well proven. That is well proven. For which we require some patience. Some patience. Keep on learning, keep on gaining knowledge. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Nothing, any other thing you cannot compensate with this. Nothing. So make yourself and to become unique, and explore yourself and the talents what you have. Only when you bring out your talents, you cannot become unique. So with your talent, you have to come up. For which lot of self-learning required. Self-learning required. Whatever my teacher that they come to the class and teach, or whatever I bring the guest here, for some specific applications, as like the program today, what the value-added program that we run, like similar programs, whatever we do. But what is our learning? What is our creativity? What is our interest? What is our passion towards learning? What is our passion towards learning? That makes matter. That makes matter. So self-learning, what to say, that motivation, self-motivation. You have to, make like that. You have to drive yourself to come up in life. That makes you more and more to become bright, in life. Otherwise, somebody, I cannot say reason on somebody. That teacher or this teacher did not teach well, so that I become weak, or not scored well. The marks are not performed well, and finally not helped me in performing placements. All these things, nothing like that. Today's world, everything is available. Today's world, even without any help from anybody, we ourselves can acquire a lot of knowledge. When you click, when you get into any platform, when you get into Google, 360, 5 days or 360 degree, whatever the knowledge that you want, right? That pumps out. Only thing is that you have to sign in with the reasonable good platforms where you can get some knowledge. Otherwise nothing. So get in all the time where you can get some useful information, such as sites. You have to get in and you have to acquire some knowledge. You have to explore yourself. Number of times you have to get in yourself, and you have to understand things well. Even with your courses with the semester, or the kind of mini projects what you do, for which what kind of problem that you take, or what is the solution. Further down the line, 3 months you can work stage by stage. All of that is required is your planning, your thinking, and having thinking that not wasting even single minute in life. Time is tight for none. So time is so important in life. Every year when we cross, you are at the age of 19 or at the age of 20, 21, you cannot come back to 19, you cannot come back to 20. Always it's a progressing one. 21, then you have to go for 22, 23. My age is now somewhere, right? I cannot go back where I was 25 years. I cannot go back. Even if I think, okay, whatever that I make some magic, I cannot go back. But at this age, what is the best I can do? I can have my own thinking and planning and anything. Whatever it comes to my mind, what kind of good things that I can do for student community. So that is what we can think, but we cannot go back. Sometimes we think that we have wasted so many, but past is past. But what is future? What is the future? What we can do good. So like my dear students, you are all belonging to this ADS department. We have to prove something good. With some, before getting into admissions, we have something in our mind, a dream, that by taking ADS, what could be myself after 4 years? What could be myself, after 4 years? So for which the dream, that should come true. So don't waste your time. Anybody, ordinary, student, even average or below average, having even very poor knowledge, everything is possible in this world. You can achieve. You can do wonders in this world. For which only thing is that we have to ignite ourselves. Take forward all the time. Don't go back. Take forward, come one step ahead and do things. Always have a positive thought. Definitely one day when you see that, your profile speaks. You can do wonders in this world. You are the future leaders of this world. No other doubt in this. take my words, keep in mind and work accordingly. You will get a good placements with good packages. Even many of the students you can fly, abroad for doing, higher studies. Whatever we do here, all 4 years, the activities, when you carry properly, definitely you have a great welcome in abroad universities to, go for MS program, for which the foundation that starts from second year, mini projects, publications, so many things, value-added programs, whatever that you make yourself to get so much knowledge in all these areas, activities. So that makes you so much great. Definitely, you have a great welcome with foreign universities. When you, float your profile, definitely that will give a lot of weightage. Only thing the foreign universities, they look only with mini projects, publications. Mini projects and publications, kind of value-added courses, the knowledge, latest trends and technologies, what you learn, and then some background with research. So for which we put some foundation, for which the institute, we empower the student, the basic research. The basic research that goes to mini projects, project-based learning. It is called the project-based learning or the experiential learning. So be clear. We do everything here in the campus. But when you use this, when you make it something to happen with these 4 years, either placement or MS or a EMS. Very sure, there is no doubt in it, 100%. Okay? So these 4 days with the chief guest is a very senior data scientist, maximum, the learning or the knowledge that you can extract from the guest for these 4 days, for 30 years duration. I think after these 4 days, you will be more clear with your machine learning and and the applications, what you want to perform by applying these techniques, deep learning, and so many things. It's a very useful and required at this time. What the machine learning, how it does the machine, or what the man, they do, the mankind they do. Everything is now that performs by machine. So you are giving training for the machine to work. That what the man could do. So it's really something amazing. The kind of knowledge, the kind of innovative knowledge, the kind of new knowledge that comes from only your brains, not from my brain. That comes only with the younger generation, the youth brains, the young blood. Instantly that you can come out with a lot of ideas. Okay, the new knowledge. Okay, so therefore make use of these 4 days and see that how can you transform this knowledge into your studies, the kind of mini projects, or the boy who is in second year, when you migrate to third year, there you are going to take up one more mini project, right? Or the third year, the guy who is going for final year, where you take a main project. How you are going to make use of this knowledge in those projects, When I see here, there are about 500 plus mini projects. Almost 80% comes in machine learning. 80% of the projects only with the machine learning techniques. By applying machine learning techniques, they do the mini projects. So we are empowering. We are inviting a lot of reviewers from outside companies. No college will invite like that. Now we plan that when you start with your mini project, the first review is by the internal reviewers, and the second review is by external experts, and third review by internal experts, and final review by external experts. So we decided now to have 2 reviews with industry experts, and 2 reviews with the internal experts. Last time we invited only for 1 review the external experts. Now we decided to invite for 2 reviews external experts. Because it is an expensive for the institute, but even though I am happy to invite even for 2 reviews, happy to spend money, because where you get some knowledge. By that way, we don't think that this is an expensive one for us. That is what even day before yesterday in the Governing Council, I was explaining to the experts. Members are from IIT, IITM, and then members from IIT Tirupati, one industry member from Microsoft, and one from what is it, academic affairs from IIT Tirupati, one is from IIIT DM planning, industrial sponsor, so much, big, long designations. We had some 7 experts in the governing council. We had some 7 GMs in the governing council. So we were explaining about our activities. Even our heads were there in the meeting. I invited them also as special invitees. They were praising so many activities, how could we able to do within a short span of time. All these mini projects converting into articles, publications, publishing so many things. 200 slides we were presenting with the governing council body meeting, and they were praising about the activities in the institute, that so much you could do, okay, by having your regular academics, but you are able to do so many activities for the student community. So they were praising, but still we wanted to do more for the student community. But only thing is that you have to make use of the platform, the college, what we provide. You make use of it, and then like when we see at the end, you have to go for a flying color, that you are getting a good job as well as going for a MS. Okay, with this I conclude my speech. All the best. Now take it well, this program. Let us see that after 4 days. Now what is your learning? Okay, thank you all.
Thank you for your continuous guidance and support, sir. Now I request the Honorable Resource Person, Dr. Chandran sir, to address the gathering with few words.
Good morning, everyone. I think sir covered most of the things what I have had to talk. So because I also coming from your background, like same campus but opposite institution. Okay, I studied my undergraduate in Veltech, 2015 passed out. After that, I completed, I cleared the GATE exam and then moved to Veltech, BEC, MTech, VLSI. I don't have any knowledge on this AI systems or any advanced systems, okay? But like this type of workshop, I attended 2 days workshop in MIT Crompet, just 2 days. That sparked my vision in my life. I changed my entire career into data science and machine learning and deep learning, okay? But it's a very vast version, so many things that we need to learn, and every day we need to explore many things. So not only with respect to domain of machine learning, okay? Like sir told, we need to calculate the research component. So with only the research component, we can explore many things, okay? Because every day if you take the world, I know most of you are using that ChatGPT, right? How many of you using ChatGPT? I think everyone, right? Did anyone tell that what is the time that taken for the team to complete this product? Anyone? Because it's not a very easy task to create the applications like ChatGPT. Okay, it requires more number of human resource, more number of power resource. Like they took around 1.5 years to 2 years to complete this project. Okay, but we are really seeing that how potential this Gen AI is bringing to the world. Okay, after ChatGPT has announced, I don't know how many of you watch the stock market. Okay, just keep eye on stock market. So when someone launching a new product, then every big industries will face the heat. Okay, like I don't know how many of you see the recent interview by Sundar Pichai. After ChatGPT introduced, the first one of the biggest industry in the world, so Google has faced so many hits. Okay, because both of them are doing the same thing. Okay, so we need to more cautious about what we are learning and where we are going to apply. So like sir mentioned the projects, right? So don't take any online projects. If you go to Kaggle, you can find like 1 lakh or 2 lakh projects. So what I want everyone to do is just take some industry problems. Okay, there are any number of industry problems that we can solve. Okay, by using this advanced technology. Okay, like machine learning, deep learning, or if you take the Gen AI, so LLM models. There are a number of industry applications that we can solve, which will not only give you technical knowledge. Okay, what the industry expert is, they don't need, okay, this guy is 65% or 95% or 100%. They don't need that. Whether this guy has some technical knowledge and good attitude, and then having some good business knowledge. Okay, business knowledge is more important, which is not possible to inculcate in our curriculum. Okay, this is why the way the curriculum is designed. Okay, so just take some real world problems, try to solve, even if you are not able to complete the project successfully, at least we can take the learning with us. Okay, so with this I will just conclude my session. We'll discuss more on our 4-day session, so I don't want to take too much time to give more lecture on that. So yeah, thank you everyone.
Okay, let's conclude this inauguration section. And we have tea and snacks for the students. After the session, you can accompany them. Thank you.
Okay, so I want to do a more interactive session. So just whatever the questions, whatever the clarification you require, just ask it and next. Okay, so let's start. What is the purpose? You need to. I don't know. சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம். Roll number 10 यार. Roll number 10. சொல்லுங்க. Guys, யார ஆன்சர் பண்ணாங்க லிசன் பண்ணுங்க. சொல்லுங்க.
Gain knowledge about machine learning.
Okay. So why we need to gain the knowledge? Next 15, 1-5. I know like everyone must aware of what the machine learning can do and what deep learning can do, right? So because that's why you choose this A and B as a course. Okay. But what is the purpose of studying this? Okay. What type of impact that we are going to make in the world? Okay. So that is what we need to understand. Because this machine learning, I know like it is one of the subset of artificial intelligence. Okay. If you take AI systems it's like an umbrella. Okay, inside the umbrella we are having a machine learning, we have deep learning, we have computer vision, we have LLMs. Okay. First of all, what do you mean by artificial intelligence? Okay, so AI system is nothing but we are going to make systems to mimic like a human brain. The human every think பண்றாங்க, human every act பண்றாங்க. We are going to make a system to do that. Okay, but still we are not at that space. Okay, I think everyone watched Chitty, right? Robot. I think there is another movie. Okay, but I promise you that in next 5 years we will see that type of technology in the market. Okay, already the team has been working. The one who introduced this ChatGPT, right? Sam Altman. So they are already working on the project called AGI, so Artificial General Intelligence. So once this comes into picture, then you will see like more, what is it? So more like human-like robots. Okay, like how the human is reacting to some task, right? So we also have that all these different feelings together. Okay, but that is also going to become a big bomb to everyone because that is going to make the entire landscape of this world. Okay, so that is for sure. Like I mentioned, the AI system is not introduced recently. Okay, if you take AI systems, it has been introduced in the year of 1957. Okay, so in that time itself, they have termed this technology as artificial intelligence. Okay, so what is the purpose of that? Then why it took too much time to getting into the real application? Okay, so we need to understand there are 3 primary fundamentals. So one is we don't have that amount of data. Okay, so data scarcity is more when this AI system has been termed. Second, we don't have computing facilities. If you take a GPUs, now we have the GPUs like a palm-sized GPUs. You can just place your GPUs inside our palm now. But during 1957, we have very big frames or big frame workstations, which is not suitable for this type of technologies. Okay, that is the third one. Second one. Third one, we don't have so many research fellows to do research on artificial intelligence. Okay, so these 3 terms we call them as the big bang of this AI systems. One is the data, and then computing facilities, and then third one is the research. Okay, then after close to 1990, so there are a number of researchers are started exploring these AI systems. Okay, I don't know how many of you know about Jan LeCun. Jan LeCun is one of the we can call him as a father of deep learning. Okay, Jan LeCun, Jeffrey Einstein. Okay, so these guys have come up with a different techniques to just evolve this research. Okay, they started this convolutional neural network. They started with a neural network concept. And then they introduced capsule networks. Then we are having some different variety of architectures. Now we are in this space of Gen AI, right? So what do you mean by Gen AI? What do you mean Gen AI? Generating? So what do you mean generating? So how many of you is in ChatGPT here? Can respond to our query. To respond? Our query. To our query. So what is the purpose? How it is responding? Okay, let's come to the first question. Okay, what is mean the ChatGPT? How many of you using ChatGPT here? Almost everyone. So what is the full form of ChatGPT? What is the full form? Chat everyone know. What is the full form of GPT? The yaar karta so it was special prize.
சத்தமா சொல்லுப்பா. ஜென்ரல் வர்சஸ் சீக்வல்.
Okay. வேற ஏதாவது இருக்கா? வேற ஏதாவது இருக்கா?
Chat generative pre-trained.
Any answers? Okay. So the GPT is nothing but generative pre-trained transformers. Okay, if you take the full form of GPT, this is generative pre-trained transformers. Okay, so if you take any large language model or any vision model, okay, the backbone is transformers. Okay, so what is the backbone of transformers? That whatever the networks that we are going to discuss, like LSTM, RNN. Okay, and what is the backbone of LSTM and RNN? Okay, the backbone is nothing but your neural networks. Okay, what is the backbone of neural networks? Your linear algebra. Okay, if you want to learn neural networks, then the backbone is mathematics. Okay, you need to be well versed in the linear algebra, probability and statistics. So if these two has been already narrowed by you, then creating any machine learning model is very easy. I'm not talking about using the scikit-learn to just call, okay, I need a XGBoost, I need random forest. I'm not talking about like that. Okay, if you want to create your own machine learning algorithms, then if you are having the understanding of these two mathematical domains, then it is very easy to create. Okay, so then we have LLM models. If you go to vision models, how many of you watched Sora? How many of you heard about Sora? Sora. तुम्हें बात नहीं है. So Sora is the first large models for visions. Okay, so they have created a model to create 1.5 minutes of animated videos. So the animation, so if you are animated graphic designer also video create பண்ணுறாங்க, the same way the Sora can do that. Okay, so what is the purpose? So now no one want to recruit the graphic designers or recruit the well high-end designers to create the videos. Okay, if you ask Sora, just send the text query, automatically it will create the animated video for us. Okay, so this is the power of these advanced systems. Okay, just talking about a simple LLM models or vision models, but in general there are a number of models like that. Okay, but if you just combine everything together, the basic backbone is neural networks. Okay, without understanding neural networks, you can't build any algorithms. Okay, so then after machine learning, so let's just quickly go to the agenda first. I don't know if it's visible to everyone, just I will read through. So in day one we will see about introduction to machine learning. As you everyone aware of machine learning, I am not going to touch in depth about that. But what are the different perspective of how the industry is looking at the algorithm? Okay, I am not going to talk about the academic perspective. Whatever the application that I am going to discuss, it's with respect to the industry perspective. Okay, how we approach the problem, how do we create the data? Okay, because now I hope everyone that whatever algorithms that you build, you just directly download some data set from any online resource, right? And you can directly build some model on it. But in real time, industry it is not like that. Okay, if you take my project, I am currently working with this describable choice model. It's for a pharmaceutical company. Okay, so one of the most nuanced data in the world is pharma. Okay, no one can understand what exactly the data is going to do. Okay, so because there are different vendors, we need to source the data from different vendors like different marketing activities, different prescriptions. Pharma is nothing but if you go to any hospitals, right? So HCP is prescribing or some drugs. Okay, இப்போ ஒரு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் போறீங்க. So HCP என்ன பண்றாரு? டாக்டர் என்ன பண்றாரு? ஒரு டோலோ 650 எழுதுறாரு. ஓகேவா? பட் அதுக்கு பின்னாடி நடக்கிறது வந்து நமக்கு தெரியாது. ஓகே, whether that டாக்டர் வந்து ஆல்ரெடி இந்த டோலோ 650 பத்தி தெரிஞ்சு எழுதுறாங்களா இல்ல ஆல்ரெடி ஏதாவது சேல்ஸ் ரெப் ஒரு டை அப் இருக்கா? Okay, so there are multiple factors that influence the HCPs. HCP is nothing but a doctor. Okay, so what my model is doing is that it tries to calculate okay how effective the different activities that we are doing to HCPs to influence to write our brand. Okay, like there are different marketing activities like phone calls. Okay, and then the sales rep will go to the doctors and talk about their brand. Okay, otherwise the doctors will attend some speaker programs. There are multiple ways to influence the HCPs. Okay, how to build the model for this? So I already told you that it is a marketing activity. Okay, I need to understand how much effective my marketing activities to influence the HCPs or influence the doctors to write a brand. Okay, that is one application. But is another application. Okay, so you are my customer. Okay, I am the owner of my own mobile company. Okay, I want to sell my product to the market. Okay, so we are having 50 people. Okay, I am just targeting all 50 with a different marketing activity. You are seeing the ad in Insta, you are seeing the ad in Facebook, you are seeing the ad in Gmail. Okay, or you are getting the call from some third party vendors to promote my brand. Okay, my problem statement is now that I have 4 different vendors, okay, 4 different marketing activities. I need to understand if the person is buying my product, so which is the reason for that. இதில் வந்து 4 இருக்குல்ல, இந்த 4 வந்து எதை பேஸ் பண்ணி என்னோட ப்ராடக்ட்டை வந்து கஸ்டமர் வாங்குறாங்க, எப்படி ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணுறது என்னோட அல்காரிதம் வச்சு. இது ஓப்பன் கொஸ்டின், யாரும் ஆன்சர் பண்ணுங்க. Again I repeat, I am running a mobile company. Out of these 50 people, I am targeting all 50. இங்கே இருக்க எல்லாரையும் நான் ஃபோன் மார்க்கெட்டிங் ஆக்டிவிட்டியை டார்கெட் பண்ணுறேன். So what are the different ways? Insta, Facebook, Gmail, and then through phone call. Okay, I want to understand what are these 4 factors influencing you to buy brand. புரியுதா? என்னோட நீ ப்ராடக்ட்டை வாங்குறீங்க இல்லையான்றதா என்னோட டார்கெட் வேரியபிள். ஓகேவா? These 4 are my input features. Okay, try to build the model, any model, to whatever suitable. Try to just assume that okay, we are going to create this model, and then just try to explain how do we do that. In the coding and just 2 to 3 lines, how do we approach this problem? அது மட்டும் சொல்லுங்க. திருப்பி என் ரோல் நம்பர் போட்டு வச்சுக்காதீங்க.
அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து இன்ட்ரெஸ்டடாக இருந்தால் ஆட் உள்ள போவாங்க. ஓகே, அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் பை. ஓகே, the problem statement is you already buy my phone, you bought my phone. Okay, I need to understand. For example, என்னோட ஃபோன் வந்து 100 rupees நான் சேல் பண்ணுறேன். ஓகேவா? எனக்கு வந்து 4 வந்து ஏஜென்ட் இருக்காங்க இந்த ஃபோனை சேல் பண்ணுறது. ஓகேவா? எனக்கு வந்து அந்த 100 rupees 20 rupees ப்ராஃபிட். ஓகே, அது வந்து 10% வந்து கம்பெனிக்காகவும் வித் 10% மார்க்கெட்டிங் பண்ணுறல அதுக்காக நான் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணணும். ஓகேவா? இந்த 10 rupees வந்து நான் எப்படி இந்த 4 டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஏஜென்ட்டுக்கு நான் வந்து ஷேர் பண்ணுவேன்? தட் இஸ் மை கொஸ்டின். வெரி சிம்பிள் வே. Okay, listen. ரொம்ப brain over யோசிக்க விடுங்க. So why I am asking this question is, how many of you want to become a data scientist? My simple question. Just raise your hands. Question தாங்க. Just raise your hands. How many of you want to become a data scientist? Go on. 1, 2, 3. கை நல்லா தூக்குறாங்க பிரச்சனை. லாஸ்ட்ல
No idea. Okay. So out of 50, only 4 are going to be data scientists, right? What about others? Right, கொஞ்சம் interact பண்ணலாமா? உங்களுக்குள்ள பேசாதீங்க, என்கிட்ட பேச, நானும் பேசிட்டு தான் இருக்கேன். So what about others? September ML engineer, machine learning. No? Deep learning? Only one. மற்றவங்க என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க? சாஃப்ட்வேர் இன்ஜினியர் ஆக போறீங்களா? அட சொன்னதுல ஆன்சர் பண்ண முடியும். வாட்ஸ் யுவர் பிளான்? இந்த வேலையை பார்க்க சும்மா இருக்கீங்களா? சொல்லுங்க மத்தவங்க என்ன பண்ணீங்க? சொல்லுங்க. வாட்ஸ் யுவர் பிளான்? So why I am asking this question is, so not only the Veltech is offering this course. Okay. As an industry perspective, what we will look for, so whether we will assume that the students or what are the candidates are coming out of the campus, right? So they are having some knowledge on programming languages. Okay, the most prominently used programming language if you take the industry perspective is Python and SQL. Okay, because if you want to retrieve the data from databases, that we need for that we need SQL. Okay, if you don't SQL programming, it is very hard to take that candidate and train them on this advanced SQL concepts. That is not the purpose of the algorithm. Okay, so basic assumption is they know these two programming languages, Python and SQL. Okay, the third is how they are thinking, how they are problem solving skills. So problem solving, that we are not looking for like you need to solve the depth first search or some data structure problem. Okay, if I am giving the data like this, how you are approaching? Okay, there are the term called guesstimates. Okay, we just ask. Okay, if you take Avadi, okay, I want to understand how many number of teas are selling every day now. Avadi வந்து எத்தனை வந்து டீ வந்து செல் பண்றாங்க. No one have the correct answer. Okay, even if you go to the local and then just do all the survey, you are not able to understand. Okay, what is the current consumption of tea in the hour? But we need to understand how we are solving this problem. So let us take an example of simple problem, how to break this. Okay, let us assume that in Avadi we are having 100 people. Okay, assumptions. Out of 100, 20% is children. They don't consume tea. Okay, then we have 80%. Out of 80%, 45% is IT people. Okay, if you take 45% IT people, every day at least they will consume 2 tea. Okay, that is constant. Okay, so then 90 teas are selling every day in the Avadi. Then we have another 35 people. Okay, out of that 35 people, 20 are homemakers. Okay, so they don't come out to consume the tea. Okay, so then we have around 15%. 15% is just taken engineering students. Okay, they also hardly take like 2 to 3 teas in a day. So if you just put together, we will have around 180 teas are selling every day in Avadi. Okay, it's approximate number. So this is called a guesstimate. No one has the correct answer, but how we are approaching this problem is what the industry will look for. So that's why what of the question I am asking is that no one will have the correct answer. Okay, no one will say, okay, I will go for classification, I will go for regression. It's not possible. But how we are approaching this problem is what it matters. Okay, so the problem statement what I am asking, we can solve using 2 ways. Okay, either you can go with the regression problem, either you can go with the classification problem. But how the regular way of you do, right? Like just predict the model and then pick the model and then evaluating the model. Okay, and you will tell the customer that okay, no, my model is giving 95%. The next question the customer will ask is that okay, what is the business value? If your model is giving 95%, what is my business value? Now our business stakeholder on the model level that is none of my business also. I want whether what are the marketing activities that I am doing, it is giving credit to my product buyer. So for that type of application, we need to use some advanced concept like how many of you studied SHAP algorithm? Shapley. Lime algorithm. Okay, so if you take Shapley and Line, so these are the two explainable AI algorithms. Okay, if you want to put the business value in your machine learning algorithms, then we have to integrate the term called explainable AI. Okay, so if you take linear regression as algorithm, okay, so if you take linear regression as algorithm, so we have the coefficients, right? So let us take the example. I want to predict the baby weight using the insulin level. Fine, listen, but so I want to predict the baby weight through insulin level. Okay. My problem statement is I know it is a direct linear relationship. Okay. So that what I am going to do is I have y equal to mx plus c. Just basic example. Okay. M is my coefficient, x is my input, and then c is my what c? Here constant. What is in machine learning? How do we define in machine learning? So which one is slope? Which one is intercept? So m is that, c is that. So what is the purpose of that? Okay, I am just having the equation. Just write down the equation. Okay, y equal to 5.5. Y equal to 5.5 into x. 5.5 into x plus 0.1. Okay. So this is my linear equations. After splitting my model, this is what I am getting as a coefficients and basically intercept and slope. Okay. So now tell me that what proportion of insulin level increase by weight. Okay, for example, 5.5 so it means that if you increase the insulin level by 5.5, then what will happen? There is a 1 kilogram will increase in your weights. Okay, so you can directly derive the business context out of this equation. Okay, that's why in general if you use linear regressions, it is very easy to interpretable. Okay, we know what exactly we need to do. Okay, if you just change your input by 5%, automatically your output will change by 5%. That is a direct relationship. Okay, so how many of you use linear regression here? Linear regression use for what is thinking la? SR, say SR, kai godu dokana SR. Okay. So if you want to create a linear regression algorithm, okay, there are 4 assumptions that we need to consider. Okay, can anyone say what are those 4 assumptions? For this also I have a special prize. If you want to build a linear regression algorithm, before building that regression algorithm, we need to see or we need to check 4 assumptions. Okay, can anyone say? Don't use Google. Okay, Google is phenomenal. Okay, what would you follow for machine learning, by the way? What is the author name? Apart from local authors. I don't want local authors, apart from them. So how many of you read the machine learning from book written by Tom Mitchell? Tom Mitchell. கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? No one. So why I am asking is that none of the local author book will cover this assumptions. Okay, in the local author book, the assumptions cover. So if you go to this book written by Tom Mitchell, I don't know, like the book will start with some pattern, something like that. Okay, or some statistical learning, something like that. I'm not exactly remembering that title name, but the author is Tom Mitchell. Okay, he will clearly explain that what are the assumptions that we need to check before creating linear regression problem. Okay, so just erase that. Okay, what do you mean by linear regression first? How do you tell, okay, so this is the data set I have given to you. How do you tell, okay, I can able to use a linear regression algorithm here? Zero. இது roll number தான். Roll number rotate பண்ணலாமா? Roll number 32. Roll number 32. யார் roll number 32? இல்லையா? 35. 35. சொல்லுங்க. அப்பா தான் ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை தெரியாதா? ஈஸியாக roll number 40. Okay, listen. Hey, listen, guys. So, tell me, Papa. Yeah. So, if you take, I have input data like feature X and feature Y. Okay, X is your input feature and Y is your target variable. If you are able to find the linear relationship between these two variables, then we can fit a linear regression problem. Okay, how do we do that? என்னென்ன plotsலாம் இருக்கு நம்மகிட்ட? plotsலாம் போட்டுருக்கீங்களா machine learningல? கரெக்டாக தான் சொல்லுங்க. line plot. So if you just take your input feature and then take your output feature, if you just plot the scatter plot, then you can able to understand whether that has been linearly fitted or not. Okay, wow. அது எப்படி தெரியும் உங்களுக்கு? So basically you just plot your input features. If you don't need to draw the line also. Okay, wow. இங்க கீழ இருக்க x வேல்யூக்கும் மேல இருக்க y வேல்யூக்கும் நீங்க வந்து ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் லைன் போட்டாலே உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் இந்த மாதிரி. அப்ப என்ன ஆகும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு லீனியரா என்ன ஆகும் உங்களோட வேல்யூஸ் change away. Each and every input changes. Okay, then you can decide that okay I can able to use a linear regression algorithm. So this is the first assumption. First you need to understand what are the data I am having, whether that has really relationship between your input and output. So this assumption is called linearity. Okay, நான் PPT தான் போட்டுப்பேன், PPT ல போட மாட்டேன். Just content தான் நான் வாயில தான் பேசுவேன். So wait and note check. Okay, so first assumption is linearity. We need to check whether your input and output have the linear relationship between your linear relationship or not. Okay. So second assumption is how many of you check the data skewness? Data skewness check பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா? Data skewness. Data skew இருக்கா? Okay, what is the measure of variations? What are the measures of variations? The refresher course of பெருசால What is the measure of variations? That's சொல்லலாமா? Mean, median, mode. படிச்சிருக்கீங்களா? What is the purpose of mean, median, mode in machine learning? To understand the spread of data. So why we need to understand the spread of the data? So I know we are always tend to use this type of libraries to build the model, but that will not lead to learning. Okay, like null values build பண்றதோ சரி, இல்ல வந்து அந்த null values impute பண்றதோ சரி, இல்ல null remove பண்றதோ சரி, outlier reduction, everything as a structure it is very easy to understand. You are like just a simple piece of code that can do the wonders for us. But why we are doing that? Okay, that makes the real data scientist. Okay, data வந்து எடுத்து fit பண்றது வந்து ஒரு data scientist வேலையே கிடையாது. I can just go and just teach 5th standard students to do that because already everything is available. நான் ஒரு கோட் கூட எழுதி ரன் பண்ணனும் சொல்லலாம் ரன் பண்ணிடுவேன். But the real role of the data scientist to understand okay how do we define this data? Okay, without building any model, can I get something out of this data? Okay, that is the real work of the data scientist. Okay, we will call them as a data analyst. Okay, if you go to any organization, the basic or those who are joining early to this data science field, they will call as a data analyst. So you need to analyze the data to come up with the business solutions. Okay, so why I am asking this mean, median, mode? We are no okay. If I have the categorical variable, so what type of imputation I can do here? Why?
Because we cannot add or subtract category.
Okay. So what the mode will do?
Sort out the frequency of
So basically the mode, if you just take what is the frequency of that categories occurring, then it will give this is the maximum frequently occur categories. Okay. So then if you take mean, median, okay. So if you want to fill the categorical values, sorry, numerical values, what type of imputation you will do? Mean or median? So if you go to the root of mean, what is the purpose of going with the mean? And then if you want to go with the median, what is the purpose of going with the median? So this is the second assumption of value. You can correct the assumption you can do. Second one is median imputation. Go on. Median is not there. So what will happen if the data is the class imbalance? Data is class imbalance is not class imbalance. Example, I have a 2 plus problem, binary classification. In the 100 population out of 100, 90 was in class 1, 10 was in class 0. You can imputation why? Imbalance. So that's why we will check. There are two things. Data stream is check but we have to check the data stream. Okay, wow. So, another example is result announcement. So go and ask your faculty that what will happen in the result passing. Okay, the exam there is a value there is a scrutiny will happen which is called a result passing. Okay, wow. Result approve result publish. So if you take that scenario, so first what they will do is they will check your distribution of marks. Okay, so mark distribution everything should be normally distributed. Okay, what is normally distributed? What is normally distributed? Normal distribution and Gaussian particular Gaussian distribution. In the shape of the what is the shape of normal distribution? So it is a bell shape. Bell shape though. So if you take normal distribution, if you just plot the normal distribution, data should follow the bell curve shape. Okay, why I am asking is that in those faculty or valuation if they are taking 30 hours, okay, so 2% they should fail, 2% people should get more than 90. Okay, in those faculty in the examination evaluation 95% of population 2.5% 2.5%. Why we need that is, if you are not able to properly distribute the data, then data on bell shape bell shape data left skewered, positive is skewered. Then more number of students have been passed in this examination. The next question is that what is the level of difficulty of this question term? So the faculty those who are taking the question paper, they need to remember that 70% mark will be scored by everyone. Below average set under 70%, they can able to secure that 70%. But 70 to 100, only that average and above average person can able to grant that. Okay. So why this normal distribution is very important is that we don't want to skew the data. Give an example, Robo customer is a fit connected data evaluation. There is no reason why we need to study this stuff. Okay. So that's what you understand. If you take any data in nature, it should be normally distributed. Positive of square equals negative of square equals. Yeah, if the data has skewness, then automatically you are just biasing the model. You are telling the model that okay, predict everything as positive or predict everything as a negative. Okay, so that's why the second assumption is we need to check normality. If the data is not normally distributed, then we are not supposed to use any machine learning algorithm. Okay, so then in general we don't really use this normally distributed data. We don't get this normally distributed data. Okay, so then there is multiple transforms that we can do. Okay, there is a power transform, box Laplace transforms and then we have the Laplace transform. What they do is, so they just remove this muteness in the data and then make the data to be normally distributed. Okay, so that is the second assumption, okay, normality. Okay, then coming to the imputations, if the data is normally distributed, then if you impute with a mean, it doesn't have any impact. Okay, so the algorithm will work as smooth. But if the data is not normally distributed, then we are not supposed to use mean. Yes, so the data normally distributed, mean, what is the mean? Mean is nothing but an average. Okay, let us take the bell shape curve in the left side of oil. Okay, if the average rate now, so somewhere we will get some positive value and then replacing with the nulls. Okay, then it doesn't give any real impact on the model building. Okay, so always remember that if the data is normally distributed, we can go for a mean imputation. If data is not normally distributed, then we have to go for a median imputation. Okay, so this is the second assumption. So let just two more assumptions, then we can break for lunch. Okay, so third one is multi-collinearity. Okay, so if we are having the input features and then if you are having the output features, so we will do the Pearson correlation map, right? How many of you know about correlation map? Correlation map heat map. So what is the purpose of heat map? So the correlation map will give understand that okay, whether any of your input features have positive correlation between among each other. At the same example, if I have 10 features, so the Pearson correlation so matrix format plot out. So in the area the color dark, it means that it is positively correlated. Okay, dark light then it is negatively correlated. So the third assumption is that so whenever any of your features or any of your input features have the linear relationship between them. Okay, let us take an example. I have three features A, B, C. If A and C have very high positive correlation or any very high negative correlation, so then we have to remove that. Okay. So why I am telling is that if you are building the model using this ABC feature, then model will be overfitted. Okay. So if you want to prevent the overfitting problem, then we have to remove this type of multi-collinear features. Okay. So in every checkpoint there is a function called VIF. Okay, variance inflation factor. So the VIF from the above 5 is the automatic error, we have to remove the features. Okay. So then how do we decide that? By using this Pearson correlation map. Okay, so what is the third assumption? Multi-collinearity. And fourth one is homozygosity. Okay. So homozygosity is nothing but whenever you are plotting your sum of square error, right? Residuals. So always your residuals should be constant. So in one line of plot the residuals calculate the residuals it should be constant in nature. So the residuals is constant your data set is not fitted for using the linear regression algorithm. Okay. So these are the four assumptions that we need to understand before building any linear regression algorithm. Okay. So any doubts? Four assumptions. So linearity, normality, homozygosity, multi-collinearity. So these are the four assumptions of linear regression. Okay. So the next time we can discuss after lunch. 12:40.